Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 12th of October 2023. So just to kick things off today, something very weird's happening. It seems that there's so much disgust surrounding Khan's terrible expansion of the ULEZ scheme. There's so many people protesting against it. It's an absolutely hated policy, and deservedly so. And it seems that the long extinct creatures, or what we thought were long extinct, that is dinosaurs, even they have come back from the dead with the specific purpose in joining in with the protests against ULEZ. So I came across this footage, and I've seen several of these dinosaurs in other footage online, and yeah, it just seems in what can only be some kind of bizarre quirk in natural history, they've come back from extinction because even they are completely and utterly outraged, as they should be, about ULEZ and its tyranny. Anyway, let's get on to something a bit more serious, only slightly more serious really today, and I want to tell you that I'm getting on a little bit. I'm afraid I've got to admit it. How do I know? Well, looking in the mirror is one giveaway, but another giveaway is I actually remember the days when businesses, even large businesses, were almost completely uncomputerized. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to change something on your insurance policy, you'd ring up the insurance company and you would sort of say, oh yeah, I need to change my vehicle details, I've got a different car now, or whatever it is, and the girl would then go off to a filing cabinet, get your records out of there, come back with your customer file and say, oh yeah, right, yeah, I can see you've got this car, so you want to change it to that type of car, do you? And it'd be yes, and yeah, no problem, sir, and job done. And as time went on and computers came in, I remember the very first call I ever did. I don't know if it was to an insurance company or a utility company or some large company anyway. And I said, I need to talk about something. And the girl turned around and just said, oh, sorry, can't help you at the moment because our systems are down. Now, this wasn't too long really since the filing cabinet days, and I remember saying to her, well, can you not just go to your sort of filing cabinet and get out the paper records? Surely you've still got those as backup somewhere. And they said, no, we've got rid of all those, we're just totally computerized. And I remember saying, either saying or probably more likely thinking at the time, well, that's a bit short-sighted, isn't it? So every time the system goes down, you just can't help your customers, when in the old days you could, because all you had to do is just go to a filing cabinet. It's 100% safe and secure. Well, I suppose unless there's a big fire and all the files are burnt, but that was pretty much a rarity. And the reason I'm talking about this is I've seen an article online just a little while ago, and apparently, I don't know if it's just one branch of Tesco's or a lot of branches, but their cashless payment system was down. So the only way you could make any form of payment was via cash. Now, what happens if the powers that shouldn't be get their way and they get rid of cash, and all we've got is the sort of cashless payment systems? And what happens if the system goes down? Well, you can't buy anything, can you? Or you've got to, put all your sort of shopping back and then go to another shop up the road where their systems are okay and start your shopping trip all over again. I suppose, I thought all of this stuff was supposed to be about convenience. Well, that wouldn't be very convenient, would it? Whereas cash, of course, is 100% foolproof, isn't it? You get the cash out of your pocket. Well, unless you've lost it, I suppose that's the only way. It wouldn't be foolproof, but if you've got a fair amount of common sense and you take precautions, you will have that cash on you and you can make your purchases. No systems to go down, no nothing. And I should imagine if Tesco's, even if their electronic tills or whatever went down, and they would soon kind of come up with some arrangement or system, wouldn't they, where you could just pay by cash. They'd probably get a few bags of change out and have some sort of desk set up and get everybody to just go there and pay cash. They'd get their change and probably write down all the transactions by hand. This is if their systems went down totally. And you've got that level of redundancy, haven't you? That backup that cash offers you. And whereas when you rely totally on the digital world, you just haven't got that kind of backup. So it's absolutely crazy the way the world's going and the way that they want us to live without any kind of physical way of transacting. But I kind of mentioned this briefly in another video. It's amazing how kind of inventive people are, how we can adapt, how easily we can adapt to things. And I bet if we were totally digital on our payment systems, especially if the systems went down here, there and everywhere, it wouldn't be long until people developed some kind of system, maybe locally where I live here in this place, this village. People would probably say, well, we'll sort of trade in, I don't know what it might be, potatoes, let's say, kind of a day's work will earn you 10 potatoes, or a day's work will earn you a certain amount of tinned goods, a few cans of baked beans or whatever, enough to feed you and your family for a couple of days. That's how things would work, isn't it? We would soon adapt. But it's absolutely crazy that these big companies, these entities, are taking any form of redundancy away, any kind of form of backup away in the first place. But if they do, and systems do go down, I've got no doubt that people's ingenuity and adaptability will win through. So yeah, just a little bit of a comment on that sort of story. Crazy, isn't it? What a crazy world, but we'll get through it one way or the other. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this up fairly early this evening, this video, because I'm doing another one of my interviews. It's just at home this time on the computer, so I've got to set things up for that, and hopefully I'll have that particular video up in a couple of days time, and it will be especially relevant to you if you suffer from any kind of pain. It's all about pain relief. Someone who's got apparently a system to help you with that, which I'm intrigued by, and I'm going to talk to the person, and yeah, it's going to be something worth your while watching, even if you don't have pain at the moment, because you could have in the future. So I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to talking to this person, and I should have it up online in the next couple of days, so watch this space. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.